come in, we'll do the best we can. Come in, bring your whole bloody clan. Take it slow and easy and I'll shake you by the hand. Sit you down at your eaties and I'm an Irishman. Come in, we'll do the best we can. Come in, bring your whole bloody clan. Take it slow and easy and I'll shake you by the hand. Sit you down at your eaties and I'm an Irishman. I've travelled east, I've travelled west, I've roamed from town to town. I've cut the harvest down in Clare-Mid, people of renown. Wherever I went, the welcome that was always waiting me. So be a lass along with us and sing old Ireland free. Come in, we'll do the best we can. Come in, bring your whole bloody clan. Take it slow and easy and I'll shake you by the hand. Sit you down at your eaties and I'm an Irishman. When I am gone some other place, my memory's growing dim. Just be a lass along with us, invite the colleagues in, and think about the good old times and you'll remember me. When good old songs are pouring out and porter flowing free. Come in, we'll do the best we can. Come in, bring your whole bloody clan. Take it slow and easy and I'll shake you by the hand. Sit you down at your eaties and I'm an Irishman. Come in, we'll do the best we can. Come in, bring your whole bloody clan. Take it slow and easy and I'll shake you by the hand. Sit you down at your eaties and I'm an Irishman.
𝐿𝐴. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Detroit Irish Radio at the Motor City Irish Fest. Yes, we're here out at Greenmead Historical Park in Livonia. It's off of Newburgh Road, closer to 8 Mile, which is between 7 and 8 Mile Road. You were invited to come on out and stop by and say hello to us. We're right on the Maiden Road with all the vendors, and the Dunleavy's tent is in the across the road from us. But we're going to be putting on 2 hours of Irish music, news, and announcement. If you do have information to share, stop by, or you can always call 313-942-0159 or text us as well. Once again, the show always can be heard after the program is broadcast on Detroit Irish Radio Facebook page, and also to the CRBradio.com Studio 2, which you can find on the Gaelic League of Detroit.org. We started with a group that started off this festival on Friday night. Today's the last day of it. It runs till 7 o'clock today. But Shamrock Shore started us off with Come In. They are one of Detroit's Irish band that's been in the Metro Detroit area for over 30 years. And they enjoy playing some traditional songs as well as sing-alongs and adding to the festival, of course. And do we have a mic handy for right now, Bruce? We'd like to get on our people as they stop by, and our first one on today is our good friend Marie Heinzman from the Ardon Academy of Irish Dance. Marie, how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm really happy to be here at Motor City Irish Fest. The weather is gorgeous. These 3 days of the Irish Fest, when we get good weather, it's like Christmas to me. I love it.
And it has been beautiful, and you've had quite a few of the dancers out here, haven't you?
Yeah, we danced several shows yesterday, but there are many Irish dance schools performing all 3 days of the festival. We danced, probably 5 different shows yesterday. We are just following up from last weekend. I want to congratulate the Detroit International Fesh Committee for a successful fesh at their new venue here in Livonia, and we had a lot of happy dancers who had a good time and earned a lot of medals at the fesh.
Well, congratulations. You always have such great dancers, and as you mentioned, there are, I believe, 5 other schools of dance out here. You are the Ardon Academy of Irish Dance. There was the Shannon Irish Dance Academy on Friday night, McCartney Irish Dance School yesterday, along with Ardon, and O'Hare School of Irish Dance. And today we're going to have the Michigan Irish Dance Academy, and I believe the Motor City Irish Dancers are also here.
Right,
so
right.
It's nice to see that you have, along with other instructors, are providing the rest of us some great entertainment and seeing the Irish culture continue.
Got the dance as well as the music. We got all the aspects of the culture.
Right. So tell me, what's happening the rest of the summer?
We've got our dancers working hard to get ready for North American Nationals. Those are going to be in Montreal over 4th of July weekend, and we have, I don't know off the top of my head, but probably maybe close to 20 dancers going to North American Nationals. So that's exciting. It's the first time since before the pandemic that we've had a full nationals with American dancers, Canadian dancers, overseas dancers. So we're really looking forward to it. But this weekend we're just focusing on running our ice cream booth here at the festival. The Ardon Academy Booster Club is selling ice cream just outside the Dunleavy tent. So stop by and see us. And if you're interested in learning Irish dance, we've got business cards, we've got enrollment forms, and we'll tell you how to join us. We'd love to have you.
Sounds good, and yes, it's very tempting because you're right across from us as well. Bruce and I will be by there later. Appreciate you stopping by and filling us in and sharing what one of the good vendors that's out here, and nicely it's raising funds for the wonderful dancers from the Ardon Academy of Irish Dance. We did mention that there are plenty of Irish dancers. There's also an Irish cultural tent, which has different speakers throughout today. It has for the past 2 days. There is an Irish whiskey tasting still happening today, the Ring of Steel, and 2 stages with some wonderful music, including, looks like Endon Riley just got on the Dunleavy stage. The Mass just ended in the Guinness tent. The Druids are coming up later, and as well as the Jamrocks, and we'll be going through as we play music. Just a little reminder that we are part of this green wave. We have moved to 𝐶RBradio.com, and if you're out here today and have had difficulty finding how to navigate that computer of yours, stop by and we'll share the easiest way so you don't miss out on the music or news and announcements, and there's always plenty of that. We're looking forward to hearing from different vendors and different organizers, and maybe even a few of the musicians will stop by. But in the meantime, let's get into some music when we have the chance with the group, the Druids. The Druids are from Kildare, and they are one of the featured acts today, or for the whole weekend, internationally known, fabulous, award-winning group, and they are on at, I believe, right after Endon Riley. I just had that schedule handy. Yes, at 2:30, you'll get a chance to see them in the Dunleavy's tent. Right now, we're going to hear them with the song "Let the People Sing." That's for all of us. We enjoy the music, we enjoy the songs, and certainly the dance. So then after them, we'll feature another group that's here from Canada, from the Ottawa Valley, and that is the Fitzgerald's siblings, Tom, Carrie, and Julie. Also award-winning Canadian fiddle champions and open step dance champions, with the song or the tune fiddling and step dancing, the Fitzgerald family. Enjoy.
For those who are in love, here's a song that's warm and tender. For those who are oppressed, well, in song you can protest. So liberate your mind and give your soul's expression, and open up your hearts, I'll sing for you the song. Let the people sing their stories and their songs, music of their native lands, their lullabies and battle cries and songs of hope and joy. Join us hand in hand, all across this ancient land. Throughout a test of time, It was music that kept our spirits free. Those songs of yours and mine. It was back in ancient time when the bard would tell his stories, the heroes, the villains of the chieftains in the glen, through Elizabethan time and Cromwell war and fury. But the pipers to the sword, kill the harpers and their bards. Let the people sing their stories and their songs, music of their native lands, their lullabies and battle cries and songs of hope and joy. Join us hand in hand, all across this ancient land, throughout a test of time. It was music that kept our spirits free, the songs of yours and mine. Sing their stories and their songs, music of their native lands, their lullabies and battle cries and songs of hope and joy. Join us hand in hand, all across this ancient land, throughout a test of time. It was music that kept our spirits free, the songs of yours and mine. Oh, Ireland, land of song, your music lives forever, in its valleys, in its mountains, in its hills and in its glens. Our music did survive through famine and oppression, till the generations gone. I'll sing for you this song. Let the people sing their stories and their songs, music of their native lands, their lullabies and battle cries and songs of hope and joy. Join us hand in hand, all across this ancient land, throughout a test of time. It was music that kept our spirits free, those songs of yours and mine. Yes, those songs of yours and mine.
All right, this is the way we like it. We like people coming for just walking up and say, I have to be somewhere, and we know this lady is so busy. She was the Grand Marshal for 3 years, Peggy Gray. And Peggy, I know you're off to the Children's Tent. Tell us a little bit, and welcome to today's show here at Motor City Irish Fest.
Oh, well, thanks for having me. Yes, the children's area is open right now. It's open from 1 to 6. It says, the schedule says 1:30. We thought the mass would go longer, but as it turns out, we are out there making crowns and shields right now. And then at 1:30, we'll do St. Bridget's Cross. Luckily, I have 3 young ladies who are practicing it now to be ready to show us how to do it. and then we'll tell the story of St. Bridget and why the story of the cross. And then after that, something easy is shamrock sunglasses, which is like a kit, and you can decorate it into your own sunglasses. And then at 2:30, we have an Irish dance lesson. So all kids come over, it's free, and you really learn a lot in that short time, a half hour long. And then at 3, we have a craft, which is an Irish pinwheel that really works. So I practice that one on my grandsons. And at 3:30 is a hula hoop contest, and the hula hoops are out right now so that you can be practicing all day if you wish. And there's also a croquet out there and cornhole. So anytime, come over and just play those anytime. But at 4 o'clock, we're doing my favorite craft, which is a fairy cottage. So it's so cute, and it's a little involved, but that's all right. And if someone doesn't want to do that, it's too hard, not hard, but we have an Irish necktie to decorate. And then Riley will come over and do some songs and stories. And at 5, we have a ventriloquist, Boy, Toe, and Lazarus. So that's going to be fun to see that show. And then at 5:30, we're doing a paper loop lamb craft. So, and then we do 6. So you have plenty of time to get here and enjoy everything that's here. There's so much. I haven't been around to it all myself.
I was going to say, I saw you on Friday night, and you said it was extremely busy and you had to stay open later because there were so many children.
There
right?
was, and even our crafts, we had to improvise some. We just ran out,
Oh,
which was
wow.
a great thing. And we'll be prepared. Just make more because we can always use them the next year. But
Right.
So yeah.
And right now I see half of the chair people, the honorary co-chairs. Brian Dunleavy's here, and I don't know if Pam's around somewhere. Brian, get Pam and come back and see us. All right, and we'll have a little chat with them. But we appreciate all that you do, and I'm sure all the parents love that you provide such a wonderful, busy cultural tent and crafts for the children.
Yeah. And also, I didn't mention that we have an amazing face painter who also makes balloons. So he's there all day. He's there now, and he'll be there till 6.
Very good. Well, thanks, Peggy, for stopping by, and
Okay.
go learn those crafts. I have to admit, though, Peggy is one of those ones that has many great nieces and nephews and grandchildren to try all these crafts on. So they are approved and workable,
yes.
right? They are child-proof. All right. Thank you so very
right,
much.
thank you, Kathleen.
Yep. Take care. God bless. All right. We're going to go back in and have a listen to the Fitzgeralds. Get your dancing shoes on and enjoy the music.
1, 2, 3, 4.
right. In the mood for some good news to be shared, we have right now Mary Colleen. Mary Colleen is an author. She just finished what she's calling a booklet, Traditional Irish Dance in Detroit, Michigan, a chronology of 1920 to 1990. We're going to hear a little bit about Mary, who she is. I know that she was a nurse, but we'll find out more. And also find out more about being an author of another book, Growing Up Irish in Detroit, which includes stories of traditional Irish dance experience in the Colleen family. So Mary, it's great to have you here, first timer on the show, and to have you in person as one of our guests on Detroit Irish Radio at the Motor City Irish Fest. Tell us a little bit of this booklet that you have just completed and how you decided to do this and where you hope to go with it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kathleen. I'm happy to be here and talk about this hot off the press booklet called Traditional Irish Dancing in Detroit, a Chronology, 1920 to 1990. My sister Margaret and I were the Colleen sisters growing up, dancing as students of our teacher, which at that time was
Did you just go blank on me?
I just blanked out on her. But anyways, Margaret and I started dancing back at the Gaelic League in the early 40s. And from there we went on to the Friendly Sons and the Gaelic League. And Hannah Ryan, the grandmother of Michael Flatley, was our main Irish dance teacher. So knowing that I had that background in Irish step dancing, 𝐃𝐞𝐭𝐫𝐤 asked me, not too many years ago, but she said, would you be willing to write a history of the Irish dancing and up to a point where she would take over? So that's where this is, 1990. And that's when Kitty and her family started their Irish dancing in big time. So anyways, my other source was Sheila O'Connell, whose father, Daniel O'Connell, was a big teacher at the Gaelic League. So there's photos of many of the old-time dancers at the Gaelic League and other places, as well as a little story about the history of the first feis in Detroit. So you can pick up a copy at the Culture Tent. Today there's a few copies plus order forms. And I'd be happy to stick around and answer any questions for anybody.
Sounds good, and we will be having more information in the future. I'll actually get one of those forms so I can have the contact to let our listeners know. And if there's anyone out there that was steep in the Irish dance in Detroit, this is a book that you said you'd like to expand upon.
Right. Yes, it's
a starter, right?
It's a starter. It can be added to, and Kitty will add lots and lots of information too. So it's a work in progress, really.
But the first portion is out there, and it is in a print copy so that people get a general idea and of what you're looking for to really give the true full story. But you really have done a lot of work. It's a labor of love, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Very, very nice. Well, thank you. And I did notice that you wrote another book, Growing Up Irish in Detroit. Is that book also available?
Not yet. It'll be out on Amazon.
Oh, I was wondering why I couldn't find it. All right. Keep us posted. Mary Colleen, thank you so very much.
All right.
Supporter and listener to Detroit Irish Radio, thank you for being our guest today. It looks like the people that we shooed away to come back have all gone to take a little walk. So how about we go into who's playing right now, and that is Indon Riley, all along the Atlantic Way. I wonder if we will confuse them with this background music as he's singing. But I was going to say he co-wrote it with Aoife Scott, and we all heard Aoife Scott singing it before she came to Detroit and since. And his is a little just a different taste, twist on it, isn't it, Bruce? Arrangement, thank you. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
All right, with that, let's listen to Endon Riley, who is on stage right now and has been here all week and will be over at the children's tent later today with songs and stories with All Along the Atlantic Way.
When will you bring me my love? I'm counting down the days. When will you bring me my love? All along the wild Atlantic way. 60 years in Nova Scotia, waiting for the day we're returning homeward, all along the wild Atlantic way. So when will you bring me my love? I'm counting down the days. When will you bring me my love? All along the wild Atlantic way. Remember the day we spent in Bunbeg, a shipwreck in the bay. We sat and watched the northwest sunset all along the wild Atlantic way. Or the time that we climbed Crowpatrick and nearly went astray, and our legs are aching, falling off us all along the wild Atlantic way. So when will you bring me my love? I'm counting down the days. When will you bring me my love? All along the wild Atlantic way. The night that we went skinny dipping down in Derrynay, smelling Galway's salted ocean all along the wild Atlantic way. The time that we met Willie Clancy piping in Malbay, sang and danced till the early morning all along the wild Atlantic way. Oh, 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 I'd watch you catch the fish near Dingle as Currachs rode away, and wait for you with the half-light gloaming all along the wild Atlantic way. Or cycling back from the Black Ball Headskin, salty from the spray, and the ocean looming out beyond us all along the wild Atlantic way. So when will you bring me my love? I'm counting down the days. When will you bring me my love? All along the wild Atlantic way. Yes, when will you bring me my love? I'm counting down the days. When will you bring me my love? All along the wild Atlantic way.
Yes, Endon Riley has been a great addition to the Detroit area and to the musicians here, and certainly to Motor City Irish Festival. He's a talented a young man that's originally from Dublin, but now living here in the Detroit area. But two people that have really made this Motor City Irish Festival what it is Brian Dunleavy and his beautiful wife, Pam. They are the honorary co-chairs this year of the festival. Well deserved, and it's nice to see that you're, even though I've seen you running around and in the golf cart and here and there and everywhere, that you've had moments where you were able to stop and enjoy, and certainly taking the time right now, I really appreciate that. both you are wearing medals. What beautiful. 2022 Motor City Irish Fest. It's gorgeous. We'll have to get a picture and post it on our Facebook.
Thank you very much.
But Brian, tell us, how is it being as a co-chair with your wife?
Yes.
You're
Well, it is a great honor. We appreciate it, and we this is a great festival. We have tons of people that work at it, and we need more young people to get involved and to help us out because we are getting older.
But I was going to say, but you've, Pam, have contributed with, and Brian, of course, you too, with helping with young people getting involved, and that's your own children. Tell me a little bit about the family.
Sure.
Or how many years have you been married, the two of you?
Too long.
Not long enough.
Not long enough. We've been married for 33 years. We've been together for 40 years. And we have tried to work to get our sons more and more involved in the Irish community because it's our legacy and it's so important to us. I really just do a lot of what Brian tells me, which is unfortunately a lot some days. You might hear him through the festival going, hey, Pam, hey, Pam. I'm like, what? What's next? But the three boys are Marty, Kyle, and Ryan. Their lovely wives, Sam and Alex, are also there. And then we have 3 grandkids.
And what are your grandchildren's names?
So we have Ian Sean and Caden Jax and Ava Rose.
How nice. 2 boys and a girl.
2 boys and a girl.
Yeah,
Our first girl in our family, so she might be a little spoiled.
Well,
Like her grandmother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm terribly
well, I was
spoiled.
going to say that's kind of nice and fun because you did raise 3 beautiful, wonderful, hardworking, handsome sons, and now you have some daughter-in-laws and now a granddaughter. That's kind of fun too. And Brian, tell us a little bit about you with those boys. It probably wasn't always easy being the dad and putting them in
Both
line.
a mom, too. That was the hardest part.
Oh.
But your sons have
Yes.
really taken after you
Well,
and Pam.
Marty's on the bar ticket, not even me. They don't even list me.
Hey,
Me and Joni got cut out, thank God. Took us years to get his name on there and the numbers. If they got any complaints, call Marty Dunleavy. How's that?
and Marty's been a big help for you down at Downriver
Yes.
Dunleavy's in
In
Allen Park.
He does a fabulous job. Does a real good job. My other sons are here all too, helping out, which is great. It's great to get your family together.
It's a lot of fun to have the family here, and Marty's certainly done a really outstanding job at the pub and bringing in a new group of people. He's just doing a fabulous job. We couldn't be more proud of all of them.
Well, I was going to say you should be very proud of all of them, and I mean, we're not singling out Marty, but Marty is the single one, right?
Yeah, he is the single one.
So we're going to sing
So
him out
his
a little.
number, I will give it. No.
No, don't do that, Tim.
Dude,
He's a
poor
busy
little
Queen of
boy.
the courts here. How you guys? How do you fix for men?
Okay, so
I was going to say, but he is the one that's really following in your footsteps of being leaders in charity, and I know Marty's real involved with the Fui Palatine golf
Yes.
outing as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
How's that coming along?
It's doing great. We need more golfers. The more the merrier. And it's all a donation to the Palatine Fathers. This is a great cause. I think we've got probably maybe 100 people this year, which is better than ever, but we could always use more.
Right, and that's happening next Saturday, and I'll have the particulars because I also understand, I talked to Brother Faustino this morning, they are accepting people to sponsor the various golf holes.
Yes, golf holes, yes.
So
Absolutely.
I'll give those numbers and call in tomorrow with your information, and Pam will make sure it's on there. So
Thank
that's
you very
good.
much. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
All right, so I done asking questions. You got anything else that I missed
No,
that you'd
but
like
you
to
do
share?
such a fabulous job. We
You
really
do.
appreciate you.
Oh,
Thank you so much for all that you do.
It's people like you and the ones that are lining up here to talk next that make the show what it is. I love being out here in public and
Marty,
seeing.
you want to say something?
Oh, yeah, Marty, come here. Oh, yeah, come here. You know, we just talked about you. The least you can... Okay,
His
the least you
allergies.
can do is just say hi.
Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
And we just talked about how wonderful you are and how busy you are. And
very much.
yeah. And you're taking over your dad's spot on the.
Yeah, my number somehow made the card this year. We'll have to talk about that one.
Yeah, good for you. All right, we'll let you go. Yeah.
Well,
Thank you very much.
That's the way Brian used to be. You know, he never had time to talk because he was always running from one spot to another. Now it's Marty's turn. You two enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much. We
Have a good
appreciate it.
day.
Yeah, thank you for
God
stopping
bless
by. You likewise. Love seeing both of you. Take care. And while we're here, we're going to get on our couple of from the United Irish Society's court. And I'm going to let you introduce because I didn't get a chance to talk to you in front and know who's first, who's second, and you're the queen, I know, because of the banner.
Yeah, my name is 𝐷𝐸𝐻, so I'm this year's the 2022 Queen of the Detroit United Irish Societies.
And then I'm 𝐿𝐸𝐻, and I'm the first runner-up for the Detroit United Irish Societies.
Right, and both you are enjoying your reign and time out here at the Motor City Irish Festival?
Yes. Oh, yes, yes.
Were you here earlier or the last couple of days? Or is
Yeah.
this your
Yeah, so I came yesterday just to kind of see what was going on, and then today McKenna and I were both able to participate in the Mass. We were able to read and process in and out, and so that was really cool.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. And what about you, McKenna?
So this is actually my first time ever coming. So,
Ooh.
yes, I'm a newbie. It's amazing.
But
amazing.
you know, the first time you're a stranger and the next time you're a friend. Everyone's
Yes.
going to get to meet McKenna and enjoy all that the Irish have to provide for this Metro Detroit area. Let's hear a little bit about you, Sarah. Where are you in life as far as education and work?
Yeah, so right now I'm about to enter into my junior year at Central Michigan University. I'm studying secondary education with a history focus, so I hope to become a high school history teacher. I've been involved in the Irish community my whole life. I know McKenna said this is her first festival. I've been running around this Motor City Irish Festival since it was back at St. Valentine's.
Oh, right.
So I was young back in, 2009, I think the first year was. But yeah, I love being here. I'm working right now. I actually start babysitting my 2 kids for the summer tomorrow. I also work at a local ice cream shop, so I'm busy.
Oh, good for you. And were you a dancer or?
Yeah, I Irish danced for the Tim O'Hare School for about 12 years. So.
Very, very nice. Well, thank you for stopping by and seeing us. And what about you, McKenna?
So I just finished my associate's degree, and I'm going to Michigan State for my bachelor's.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Good.
yes.
They have an
I'm
Irish
excited.
dance
I heard.
team up there.
I heard. I was told that no matter what, I have to try.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I lack coordination, so.
Oh, were you on a dance? Or,
I did it for like 1 year, but then.
Oh, they'll love you.
Oh.
My niece is the president of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Okay, good.
We'll talk
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah. And then what are you going to study?
Psychology with a bachelor in science.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys are not only beautiful, but you're very, very smart as well, aren't you?
Oh.
Yeah. So go out and meet the folks that are out here today and enjoy your summer and a wonderful success in the future.
Thank you
All
so
right?
much.
Thanks so much for
thank you.
having us.
You're quite welcome. And how about one of the organizers? Nope. Waving from a distance. Oh, I was going to say she can't run very fast today. I see something on your leg, Sheila.
Hi,
Are you-
Kathleen. Sheila Cassidy here. I just want to thank you for being out here year after year and giving us all the time on the air as you are willing to give us as we talk on forever. But just to reiterate what Brian said, we do need the young generation to get out here and give a helping hand because that's what's going to keep our Irish heritage and culture going. And we're just proud to have our Queen and Court out here and enjoy all this fabulous music. And we pray that the weather stays good. And let's keep remembering in our prayers all those that are sick and the passing of Brendan Brosnan and Tom O'Halloran. Just keep them in your prayers, please. Thank you again, Kathleen.
Well, thank you, and definitely we will be talking more about Tommy and Brendan as well. Thanks, girls, both Sarah and McKenna. We appreciate Bye-bye. And Sheila Cassidy. Always appreciate her for all that she does. Very nice. We have to remind all of you that talking about young people, the Detroit Harps is a young group of boys and girls from the age of 5 to 17 years old that are meeting out at Floden Park in Canton, actually today, from 5 to 6:30, where they learn the skills of playing the Irish football. Check out Detroit Harp's website or Facebook page to find out more. With that, we're going to hear, I had mentioned Aoife Scott wrote a poem with, or wrote a song with Endon Riley, who's here performing. So Aoife Scott is coming to Detroit, I believe it's in early September, and so we're going to play a song by her down by the Shelley Banks, but it looks like we have another person. Mike, would you want to come grab the mic, and we'll have Father Dan is here. I'm not going to have you get out of your golf cart. You're going to get to talk, all right? But you're going to be talking to everybody. So welcome to the show, Father Dan O'Sullivan. How are you doing today? You look great.
Thank you, Kathleen. It's great to be here today. A beautiful day. It's not as hot as it was the last time I was here, but anyway, praying for everybody to have a happy day, a good day, and stay away from the virus, stay healthy, and hopefully we'll have another year from now. I hope I'll be here for the next Irish Festival. That time, I'll be just a few months short of 90 years of age. So,
oh, wonderful.
So I hope I can make it.
Oh, you know what? I want to congratulate you for the 62 years of service as an ordained priest that you just celebrated last week.
Right.
Yeah, on the 4th, I believe, was it?
It was, Kathy.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. And almost 90 and still coming out and assisting and saying or officiating at a mass for all that our festival goers. That's wonderful.
And Kathleen, thank you for keeping the Irish spirit going on the airways, keeping everybody connected, because I've had several things happen in my life these past few years, and people came to me because they heard it on your program. So I want to thank you, too, for sending me your condolences when my sister died. My sister Bridget, she died at Christmas time.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I remember your brother Jim. Remember Mike Cooney? Yeah. Mike Cooney and I celebrated his funeral just a couple of years ago.
Right, and you went out to the to the cemetery.
So both of us lost loved ones.
Yeah, and they died, but they're not forgotten.
That's right,
You know, they're still here. They're still here with us in our hearts and every memory that each one of us has.
Absolutely, Kathy.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And your chauffeur today is Michael. How
Hello,
are you doing,
Kathleen? Michael Goddard.
Michael Goddard is one of the generous supporters of this Detroit Irish radio program. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm wonderful, thank you.
Yeah,
it's a great day. We had a wonderful mass at 12 noon, so...
Yeah, and now you're going to have the pleasure of being with Father Dan and getting to hear a little of the music before you head on home, right?
Father Dan and I are going to spend some time together, and then I have to go into the hospital and visit a few patients. So.
Oh, that's right. You do that wonderful duty.
And just wanted to let you know, your friend Rose Carmel,
your daughter,
she'll be arriving home from her year of volunteer service with the Jesuit Volunteer Corps in the first week or so of July. And then on July 24th, she begins medical school at the University of Michigan.
How wonderful.
She has a very fond place in her heart for you and your family because, as you know, she was the inaugural recipient of the Jim Duan Award, which has been very helpful.
Oh, and she's such a wonderful girl, a young lady, as is your other two daughters, but we're looking forward to meeting back up with Rose.
You take care, Kathleen.
All right, you too, Michael. Thank you so very much. God bless. All right, and the line of people to talk hasn't ended yet. We're going to get in another couple that here you both get to take a mic, and because they're going to be going on stage soon. And these are two authors. One of you can sit down there if you like. We'll be able to hear both of you. It's Elizabeth Rice and Patrick Cummins, and they will be discussing their book. It's called Irish Immigrants in Michigan. You can purchase the book in the tent, but they are speaking about it at 3 o'clock, right as this show ends. So we wanted to make sure we got you on and get everybody out here to have a listen to these speakers that are going to be in the culture tent. I met you the other night. Tell us a little bit more about you. We'll start with the ladies first. Elizabeth, how are you? And are you from Michigan?
I am well, and yes, I live in Michigan. Pat Cummins, my co-author and cousin, lives in Dublin, Ireland, so he'll talk to you about himself for a minute. But I am a retired teacher. Been meeting up with Pat. My family and his family have been kind of meeting back and forth over the last number of years. Once we found our family connection, my line of the family emigrated from Ireland. Pat's line of the family stayed in Ireland. But during some visits to the family cemetery, we got to wondering about the thousands of the Irish who came to Michigan. And the more we wondered, the more we thought we're going to try to put something down about these ordinary, extraordinary people. And so we began tramping through more cemeteries and traipsing through libraries until we eventually came up with one true story of Irish immigrants in the 19th century from each of Michigan's 83 counties. And we decided, okay, that's a book, and that's kind of how it all came together.
All right, and we're going to hear from Patrick, because Patrick told me when I said, how did you come about this book? He goes, I like to travel, so I traveled through every county in Michigan. But what is the common surname, and what county in Ireland are you both related to?
Well, I come from the smallest county in Ireland, County Louth, and we go back a long way. We've lived there for over 200 years on the same townland, all farming people. All my brothers and sisters live still around the area. So I'm a teacher as well, as Elizabeth has said, and we have been together for quite a while working on the book. And it has been a real exciting time for me in particular, because as you said, I love to travel, I love to see places, and Michigan is a wonderful place to visit. The lakes, the rivers, everywhere.
I was going to say, so it was more than you imagined before you came to Michigan?
Oh, absolutely. The first time I came over here to Michigan, my mum, I was in New York at the time, and my mum said, why don't you visit your cousins up in Michigan? And I says, well, Michigan is a long way from New York. She said to me, well, why don't you get on the bus? So, well, I didn't get on the bus, but eventually I got up.
You found your way.
I found my way.
Yeah.
So our common line, Pat is a Cummins. My great-grandmother was a Cummins, so that's how we ended up with similar family trees, and have been able to, like many of the folks here, research out a lot of our family history. We keep meeting more relatives, and we keep getting more stories for our next book, which we figured we better write because the stories keep coming. So that's where we are so far.
All right. Is there any one particular fact that really surprised you about the Irish in Michigan?
The thing that surprised me most was their determination when they came over. They may have landed in New York or Boston or wherever. They stayed generally for a few years in one place, made some money, and then found a way to Detroit and found a way into Michigan. And I was surprised the number of people, descendants, who are still in Michigan. 1/10, I believe, 1 million have Irish descendants here.
Right.
I was absolutely surprised about that.
I don't have my facts with me today, but that is one of the things. The Irish was one of the main ethnic groups at one time in Michigan.
So I think when Pat talks about determination too, honestly, for me, it's very humbling to read these stories, because to first of all have to make the decision to leave your homeland and then find a means to do it, and then to survive an ocean crossing in those times, and then to land in a new country and realize, no, I can't stay in New York, there's not enough, there are no job opportunities here, it's too crowded, whatever reason, and then to pick up again and come to maybe Ohio, maybe Pennsylvania, maybe Michigan. Eventually you get to Michigan and start over again. And during that time, you are starting a family and 4 of your children pass away in 6 weeks due to diphtheria or consumption or any kind of injury, and you still have to go on and you still have to till the land, and their fierce determination and perseverance, and it's just very humbling for us. I think we are constantly grateful, of course, but just so impressed with
what amazed me very deeply was how young this country is. When we're doing our research for the book, we looked at the census of 1841 for Michigan here, 200,000 in Michigan, not counting the indigenous people, of course. And the same year in Ireland, there were over 8 million people, which is only 1/3 the size of Michigan.
Right.
And that really amazed me.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'm sure you have lots of good stories to share. We look forward to hearing more from you. How much is your book and how can people get it?
The book is right over there in the cultural tent. It's $20. It's also available at, I think we're in every independent bookstore in the state of Michigan, and Barnes & Noble's carries it, Amazon carries it. I'm going to put a plug in for bookshop.org because they will give at least a significant portion of the cost of the book to any independent bookstore that you name for them. So it is a way to support local businesses. So it's pretty easy to find. It's also in many, many libraries in Michigan, so we hope folks will enjoy it.
And once again, the title is?
Irish Immigrants in Michigan, A History and Stories.
Excellent. We appreciate having you first time coming here. We do have a phone number that in the future, wherever you are, you can give us a call and we'll get you on the show as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
We
much.
would be delighted.
All
We
right.
would be delighted.
Very good. That's Elizabeth Rice and Patrick Cummins. Really appreciate you stopping by, and I wish maybe we can get over and hear a little bit of your talk later. All right. Yeah. Take care. God bless. Yeah. Bye-bye. And with that, Elizabeth, before you go, there you go. Just giving them a little of our business card so they'll know how to contact us. Did we end up, we didn't play Aoife yet. We'll play her now, Down by the Shelley Banks. And there's a reason for playing this song, for the fact that Bloomsday is happening this coming Thursday at the Gaelic League. June 16th, we'll share more information, but let's hear the song first.
Oh, crane lifter lifted stones from the water, built these walls long ago. I, when walking, dropped a penny in the south wall, keeps us safe from the storms. The sea is green with envy of the calm in the harbor as she crashes on the shore, where I give thanks down by the Shelley banks, scream my cares to the bay. I need those lighthouse lamps down by the Shelley banks, green red they guide my way. So take me there. Herons swooping over, come down to greet me. Won't let me trip and fall. I on the coastline from Holt up to Braehead, as the lovely Liffey flows. you crashes on the shore, where I give life down by the shelly banks, scream my cares to the bay. I need those lighthouse lamps down by the shelly banks, green and red they guide my way, where I give thanks down by the shelly banks, scream my cares to the bay. I need those lighthouse lamps down by the shelly banks, green and red they guide my way. So take me there today.
Okay. So. We're going to stop that for a minute. I'd like to bounce and dance, but we have another good friend here, and another one that's hard to catch, but Liam the Leprechaun, he's always in demand and made a point of coming up and
I did. I enjoy you guys so much. I listen to your show from the west side of the state almost weekly, and if I don't, I catch it on the podcast when I'm working in the morning. So thank you for inviting me up. I wasn't expecting this.
Well, I was going to say, I saw the extra large leprechaun. How could you miss him? And I did. Wait a minute, we got to get Liam on. It's so hard to always catch you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a blast talking with people. You know, for a couple of years, I did stage management and stuff, and I couldn't get anywhere. Now I'm back to just enjoy my
Oh, let's take this mic. It sounds like that one just gave out.
There
on
we
us.
go. Yeah, normally, you know, for a couple of years I did stage management. I didn't get as much time to, and I'm back now just walking the grounds, enjoying it. I did the red hair contest yesterday with the kids.
Oh, how did that go?
You know, we could use more contests. We got to develop it more, but it went great. If you've never been, the kids are wonderful. It's so hard to choose a winner, especially with children. We had so
red
many
hair
cute
is
kids.
red hair.
Yeah, and greenest eyes. We only had one. Yeah, we only had one red eyes, but we had 10 freckled kids. We had 10,
wow.
so we need a few more, but it was good.
Nice. And tell us a little bit, you want to know anything about what's happening in the Irish in Michigan? This is the fellow.
Oh, yeah. Well,
tell
thank
people,
you.
our listeners, how they can.
You know, this has been a busy month, and we're so excited about it because, of course, this festival everybody's been looking forward to, and it's a great kickoff to the big festival season. This has become so nice in this whole state. Everybody knows about the Motor City Irish Fest now. It's really a tradition. But next week, there's a little tiny, the most intimate Irish fest in the nation, I call it. The Kalamazoo Irish Fest is on Saturday. It's the Old Dog Tavern, and it'll be on MI Irish, all the information, of course. And then the following weekend, a first ever, just started this year, the Holland Celtic Festival, or they call it the Holland Waterfront Irish and Celtic Festival and Highland Games. So that's a little bit, a mouthful of all the things they got going on. So if anybody's over on the west side of the state or want to make the trip, there's another great festival opportunity this month.
All right, and tell them what, they can find out information. You even promote Cave Radio on the
I do.
Dreamwave.
Cave Radio and I have built a great friendship. I love doing artwork for them, and have it, just really enjoyed that. And you can go to www.miirish.com. So it's Michigan Irish, but it's miirish.com. We have a Facebook page where we carry a lot of stuff. Our regular page is always not maintained as well as I'd like, but there's always a calendar page that lists daily. So if you go to the events page on it, and the calendar of events, it has every single day, everything. So your show is locked in for the whole year, and I put a link to your new site with Cave Radio, and it's been wonderful. I get to track those, and you're getting a lot of action on the website, too.
Oh, I'd like hearing that, too.
Because we don't know. We don't get any information.
Yeah,
I'll send you some.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. We do know that we're enjoying it. That's Bruce Smith, our and myself that have been doing it so far, and it's nice to be out, and we love when we can go to live broadcasts.
And we love having you.
know,
I mean,
yeah,
it really
it's-
adds nice to the
oh,
feature.
it's
And it gives people that may be driving around listening right now saying, maybe we should buzz over there.
Right.
Because we got a full event schedule all the way till 7. I think they got things going on stage. So
Till 7.
Yeah.
Yep. Get in, and it's a beautiful day and
Oh,
nice
it's great.
breeze.
Yeah,
So, yep. So thank you so very much.
thank you for inviting me.
Liam, the extra large leprechaun. Someday we'll hear the rest of the story
I
about.
will.
how
We'll
that
get
come-
together and we'll talk.
Okay, good enough. We'll get you where you can have the whole show working together. All right. Appreciate all that you're doing, Liam. Thank you so much. And it looks like up next. Before we go into more music, we got our friend. I was going to say Tim Taylor, Bridget
You know what? I
Linehan
was
Taylor.
around a lot.
Yeah,
A lot before Tim Taylor came here.
I know Bridget a long time.
Oh, my
Bridget,
God.
you have done a wonderful job in the cultural tent.
Thank
So
you.
Tell us, I just got done talking to the authors, Elizabeth and Pat.
Oh, they're
and they're going to
wonderful.
be doing a presentation there this
Yep,
afternoon.
they're doing it right now, actually.
Okay, so that's why you could get away. And I think you
Yes.
have, is it Endon Riley that's over there later
Yes.
too?
Enda, I believe Enda is after them. And then we have a couple of DVDs associated with the theme of the tent, which is Michigan Irish. And then Mick O'Brien will be speaking later on today from the Druids.
From the Druids. Excellent. So what kind of news can you share with us outside of us thanking you publicly? What a nice job putting that tent together every year.
Thank
it's
you.
It's a labor of love.
It is.
you
It
know?
very much so. It's a lot of work. And one of these days I'm going to have to hand it down to anybody who's interested in history. Contact me. And I'll show you the ropes so that when I get too old to do this, not that I'm not old, I'll take any apprentice I can get.
And you know what? We've heard that theme today with other people that have spoken. There are young people out here. In fact, we have young families out here with kids in strollers and wagons and that. This is a family affair, and what we really would like to see is the young adults to become more actively involved. Like you say, be a good mentor for them. The same goes for this radio program. We would love for young people to get on and learn
Yeah.
how to work the soundboard and
because
also
no matter what you think, we aren't going to last forever. And these are the kinds of things that you want, the activities and the histories and the stories and all of that deals with the Irish and Detroit and Michigan in general. You want all of that to go on, and it has to be handed down to someone because we don't live forever.
Right. I was going to say, we're here to preserve and promote the Irish culture, and we would like to be replaced by.
That's right.
For
Anybody
others
put
with
your
that
hands
same
up, I'm
inter-
willing.
And you know what? That's how we all learned. was
Yeah.
Someone took us under the wing, and we learned.
Exactly. That's
more.
how I.
Yeah.
That's how I got my first taste, and I ran with it. And the tent, like you said, is a labor of love. But for me, it's also a learning experience for me, just as much as it is for anybody that might walk in there and look at the displays.
Right.
Because I do all the research, and that's where my heart is too, is research and history.
Right.
But I just find these things so interesting.
It is. It's fabulous. Yep.
I just put up yesterday, I found something. Thank you, Corktown Historical Society. I took it from their Facebook. Yeah, I'll steal anything I can. Anyway, it was an article from the Detroit Free Press, and it was an article telling everyone that they named Judy Garland Miss Corktown of 1941.
Oh dear!
It was such a cool article.
How fun.
And so I made a copy and I put it in the tent yesterday.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
it's stuff like that
Yeah.
excite me, and I hope it kind of at least interests people.
Right.
You know, to say, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's neat. That's cool.
That is wonderful. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Bridget. We really appreciate you stopping by. We have Pork Egan up next. It's going to
Pork.
share a little bit. Pork, are you going to say hello and give us just a quick recap of a great Wolf Tone win yesterday?
Yeah, hi Kathleen, am I on the air?
You are on the air.
Super, well, yeah. Well, first of all, Kathleen, what a fantastic day it is here. God, the organisers do such a great job with all the organisation, and we got to be proud of having such a festival here. Yeah, so yesterday the Wolf Tones played down in Belle Isle, played Cincinnati, and had a very, very good win. I was the referee, and that's why you'll see a couple of bodyguards around me now. I usually don't, after I referee a game, I don't show up for a week or two, you know how it is.
No, I don't. I've never refereed. But other good news happening is the Detroit Harps are having another practice today out on Floating Park in Canton.
Yeah. And I think Garrett was here yesterday, actually, at the festival with some of the young fellows, and doing a little exhibition. Yeah, so anybody interested, again, a great down at Flooding Park at 5 o'clock. Flooding Park is at the corner of Salts and Morton Taylor. Again, family atmosphere. You know, you don't have to be Irish. Just wanted to get the kids out, learn the game, and have some enjoyment.
Yep, and I saw some of those young men, and they're little, some of them, but they were using that big ball and trying to imitate whatever Garrett was doing.
Well, that's how we all learned, Kathleen. You know, going back many years ago in Ireland, you know, people brought us out to games. If they hadn't brought us out, we would never have been introduced to the game. And so, if as I always say, if everyone does a small amount, it adds up. You know, one person can't do it all. If we all do a little contribution to Irish culture and music and sports, it's a community spirit, as you know.
Right.
So back on Ireland, just in case anyone's interested, we're into the All-Ireland quarterfinals. We got Galway, Kerry, Dublin, Derry, Mayo, Cork, and then I'm not quite sure who won today between Donegal and Armagh. So that's the pairings into the quarterfinal of the All-Ireland. And next Saturday and Sunday we have the Tailteann Cup, which is the second tier. And of course, us Sligo people would be taking a close eye. Sligo are playing Cavan in Croke Park, and Offaly are playing Westmeath in Croke Park. So a big day next week.
That is.
So I'll be calling in, Kathleen, with some clips.
Excellent. You know? That sounds wonderful.
So
appreciate it.
Thank you for letting me have a few words.
Oh, I appreciate it. It was nice seeing you and Victoria out here today. So
thanks, Kathleen.
Yeah. All right. God bless. All right. With that, we do have a few people, but let's listen to. Did we ever get to Aoife?
Yes, we did.
We haven't gotten very far in our music list, but boy, have we gotten a lot of news today. So we're going to hear from the Wild Sullies. We're talking about youth and GAA and dancing with the song Whiskey in the Jar. And the Wild Sully includes young people with the O'Donohues. So we'll hear that selection now.
As I was a-walking over Gilgara Mountain, I spied Captain Farrell, his money he was counting. Well, first I drew me pistol, and then I drew me rapier, saying, stand and deliver, for I am your bold deceiver. My shouting under and down. What for the dead I owe? What for the dead I owe? There's whiskey in the jar. Well, he counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and gave it to my Jenny. She smiled and she said that she never would deceive me. But the devil take that woman, for she never can be hazy. I shall ring on Durham now. What for the dead I owe? What for the dead I owe? There's whiskey in the jar. Went into my chamber for to take a slumber. I dreamt of golden jewels, and yet it was no wonder. Jenny took my pistols and filled them up with water. She called for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. My shell ring under now. What for the dead I owe? What for the dead I owe? There's whiskey in the jar. a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. Well, first I drew me pistols, but she had stole me rapier. I could not shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taking. My shell ring under a bell. What for the debt I owe? What for the debt I owe? There's whiskey in the jar. That's in the army. I don't know where he's stationed, in Cork or in Killarney. Together we'd go roving o'er the hills of Kilkenny, but it damn well could be finer than me darling sporting Jenny. My shouting under a band. What for the debt I owe? What for the debt I owe? There's whiskey in the jar. My shouting under a band. What for the debt I owe? What for the debt I owe? There's whiskey in the jar.
All right. Now we have some musicians, and I'm delighted to have Black Marie, both Alan and Grace, here with a new album. And its title, You Didn't Hear It From Me. But that's the title.
That is the title, yes, indeed.
You did hear it from me. But,
they're hearing from you now, yes.
Exactly. So, Alan, tell us a little bit about this latest and what your group, Black Marie, is up to.
Well, the album, You Didn't Hear It From Me, there is a song that I wrote on there called You Didn't Hear It From Me. And basically, it's an Irish song by virtue of the Irish always like a good story. And you can't let the truth interfere with the
story. That's
absolutely.
true.
So, that's the basic idea. So I figure if that's not Irish, I don't know what is.
Very, very nice. And Grace, you said that you were on schedule on Friday night, but I've seen you here every day.
Oh, well, the nice thing about this festival is anybody, anywhere can get on the Sign Up Genius, and you can volunteer for all these selling T-shirts and the front gate. We love going to the front gate because Alan will get his guitar and make sure people don't sneak in, and you stamp hands, and you get to talk to all these people and welcome. It's just so much fun. And this weather, we just couldn't ask for better weather. So I encourage anybody who wants to save $15, sign up on Sign Up Genius, and the rest of the day you can see all the events. It's just really fun for
and you're volunteering, gave of your time. And what is your plans after you leave the radio program here today?
Oh, well, we have noticed there hasn't been a session here since I think Gary Farmer from the Jamrocks, he moved out west, and people have been wondering, where's the session? We thought, we got to start that tradition up again. So we're going to meet our friends from Ironwood and our bandmates from Iron Murray, that's another story, and the Whiskey Tent, and anybody who's hearing want to come and bring an instrument, we're going to be playing Irish music in the Whiskey Tent until we're not. So we want to start this tradition of every year having at least one session so people can bring their instruments and play just like the traditional Irish pub singing. So that's what we plan to do.
Well, very, very nice. I just love, and seeing all these musicians out here, there's nothing more you love better than having a lot of you get together and share songs. And
for us, it's very difficult to decide which show or which stage to go to, because we have friends in a bunch of these bands. So it's like, well, we can catch the Druids here, but then we've got friends in this group over here, so we've got to go over there.
Right. Yeah. But
it's a nice problem to have. It's so great to see everyone.
And it's not a problem at all because the stages aren't that far away that it's not taking you but a couple minutes to go from one to the other.
The only problem is we can't be at both.
That's true. That's true.
That's the difference. This is such a great event. It's well run, and it's at a nice time of year. Kind of kicks off the festival season in a lot of ways, and we love it.
Well, we all love it. So thank you very much for stopping by, and we're going to love this. I'll be playing your selection next week. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
And weeks after that as well. Okay.
program and how you promote Irish culture and Irish music and everything Irish. So
Well,
keep on going.
that's what we want. All right. And before we go into more music, we have to give this guy a good slap on the back, and that is our friend Kevin Murphy, who is the visionary, the one that has put this wonderful Motor City Irish Fest on the map. We already heard from Liam the Leprechaun. Everybody knows about this festival now. It is really grown, and it's wonderful.
It's a great time, and we got a great committee here to put this together, and they work all year on it. Everybody does their job and makes my job really easy. I just take the little pieces and put them together.
You have a lot of little pieces that you put. You must like big jigsaw puzzles. But no, Kevin, too humble. This is beautiful. It certainly helps to have nice weather, but you got the music, the facility, the tents, all the volunteers, and the ones that are attending. So
we've been really blessed with nice weather too,
Right.
which really, really helps. You know, the place was packed yesterday. Food vendors had lines. Of the merchandise vendors were all packed all the way around them. I think everybody's having a great weekend here.
Oh,
lots of smiles.
I was going to say I've been here every day, and it has been nothing but fun.
It's
And lots of people that you get to visit with. You know, I mean, and outdoors venue. The breeze has just been gorgeous.
It's been nice, hasn't it?
Yeah, wonderful.
I just got off stage and there was a breeze coming right through the whole time. It was wonderful.
Oh, that makes it easier for playing. You're with the group Jamrocks. How many of you played today?
We played Mass and then we played an hour right after, so we did about 2 hours there.
Okay, and how many were in the group?
6 today.
6 today.
Yeah, we rotate.
Yeah, I was going to say
They come and go.
I was going to say you could have up as few as maybe 3 or 4 up to 12 a year or something.
Well, I think about 9 is about as much as we get to, but yeah.
Yeah,
So full stage.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so very much for
Thank you for coming and
taking
putting
the-
in your show here.
I
just
love
loved
doing-
having that here. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be here.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, and what's nice, if you look, we've talked to a lot of people today. Didn't play a lot of music, but boy, this beats it. I love being able to hear from the organizers, the attendees, the musicians, the ones that are in the cultural tent, the speakers. It's beautiful. So thanks for what you're doing.
Thank you for
Keep
being
up
here.
the good work.
Thanks for marketing us.
Oh, love it. God bless you. Yep. With that, we also want to make mention La Braha Hana to those celebrating birthdays this week, including Logan Abel's birthday is today, along with Joanne Brady, Patrick Kinney, my nephew, Melva Prentice, and Bob Weir. Tomorrow is Jake May's birthday, and on Wednesday we have Maureen Butler and twins Clay and Graham Shekel. And Graham I saw over there by the Gaelic League tent. With that, how about we do some dancing with John Heinzman, part of the Ardon Academy of Irish Dance. John is one of the founding members and is also a fabulous tin whistle, plays with the group Shock. this has been a fun show, and we have another guest here, and that is my good friend Kathleen Partika. Kathleen, you have a couple of different things to share with us, so I'll let you go ahead and do that. You've been busy over, I guess, at the Gaelic merchandise tent, but you were here yesterday or Friday, I guess it was.
Yep. Motor City, yep. Doing the front gate. It's a great turnout here. We're hoping for more people to come and enjoy the music and wonderful vendors. It's really quite nice. I wanted to talk about the Irish Cultural Forum. This Thursday, June 16th, we're going to have the James Joyce Bloomsday celebration. And like I told your listeners before, it's a worldwide event. People celebrate this all over the world. So I hope you can join us. It's Thursday, June 16th at the Gaelic League from 6 to 9 p.m. And, suggested donation at the door is $10. We are eternally grateful always to Jim Perkins and Don Morse. Both of them will not be able to make it this year. So we have, we are honored to have Enda Riley and John Freeman with us. So it should be an exciting time, just a little different way of doing things. So I hope you can all join us. We're also going to be serving some food. So come on down, enjoy the literary experience.
What time does the doors open? And
doors open at 5:30.
And will you be serving food throughout?
Yes, we'll be serving food throughout.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see
what
I'm
going for dinner.
Yeah, me and Aaron are cooking up some good stuff.
Okay.
And we also are very honored to have the Irish ambassador and his wife, Daniel Mahal and Greta, come to the Gaelic League for a dinner on Monday, June 20th. We are selling tickets at $25 a piece, and we are also going to be showcasing Inish Cole during the dinner or before dinner, and also our wonderful Motor City Pipe and Drums, the Detroit Pipe and Drums. Oh, these guys are great, and they're going to bring in our Irish ambassador and the Consul General, Sarah Keating. So please, if you want to go, we need to get you tickets pretty quick because we have to let the caterer know how many people are coming. So if you have any, you can go on our website at the Gaelic League, Gaelic
of Detroit.org. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Or can they call you as well too?
Sure. If anybody has any questions or anything, you can call me at 586-254-3541.
Okay, and you got to call her
ASAP.
I was going to say by tomorrow afternoon, so they can have a good count for the caterer.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
So we're excited. We have some, pretty cool events coming up really quickly here. Gaelic League is going strong and alive, so
good.
Come on down.
That's located in Corktown. And for the Bloomsday, no tickets in advance. Just come down, pay your $10 at the door, and enjoy an evening of fun.
Yes, it should be a wonderful experience. I'm really looking forward to see John and Enda there, so it's great.
Excellent. Sounds good. Thank you, Kathleen. Really appreciate it. She's a busy person, and if you want something done, you go to Kathleen Partika as much as you can. All right, next up, I want to make a quick mention that I saw Kitty Donahue, another great entertainer, yesterday here, and she does still have 2 spots left for the trip to Scotland. It's 10 days a night, a small group of people. And this year, they're starting in Edinburgh, going over to the Isle of Skye region, then the Highlands, and back to Edinburgh. There is a group over here, St. Andrew's Society of Detroit. It's across from us as well. Maybe I'll take that information there. But there's 2 spots left. The trip is from July 1st through July 11th. You need to meet in Edinburgh. And if you want Kitty's number, it's 734-358-1783. The fee is $2,600 per person for the shared room, and that does not include airfare, but almost everything else. All the accommodations, breakfasts, 3 group dinners, entry fees to the museums, and, of course, live music every night. I also want to say cohorges to another number of people who are celebrating anniversaries this week. We do have Patrick and Maureen McParland celebrating 40 years of marriage today. And on Wednesday, we have my brother Peter and his wife Maura McCarville-Dewan celebrating 32 years of marriage. And I just learned some sad news that our good friend Howard Kelly, who would have been celebrating his anniversary with his wife Jennifer today, Jennifer and Howard Kelly's 18th anniversary, but I have just learned that he has died. So I don't have any funeral particulars, but we know that Howard has been suffering and was put in hospice Memorial Weekend. So God bless Jennifer and her family, in particular her two sons with Howard, or Sean and Aiden. They're 15 and 16 years old, and or 16 and 17 years old, but young teenagers. And his other son, Rick. Extend condolences to all of them. I do want to make mention that Bill Music, who is from the Diggers, he was the bass player. He died in January, but there's a memorial service this coming Saturday, in state at 10:30, and funeral mass at 11 a.m. at St. Anselm Church, which is 17650 Outer Drive West in Dearborn Heights. Condolences to his wife Suzanne, known as Susie, daughter Sadie, and son Chad. He also was a recent grandfather, so I know the Diggers and all the fans that enjoyed Bill's music will miss him, as well as his family. We did have another death yesterday. Dr. Ralph Raper. His funeral was yesterday. Many of us knew his daughter, Holland Raper, who is a great fiddler that Mick Gavin had brought into the radio station many times. But we want to extend condolences to his wife, Elizabeth, and his other children, Shannon, Jordan, and of course, Holland. Also was the brother of Diane Raper. He will be sadly missed. His funeral arrangements were at Varan Funeral Home, the Ellen Park Chapel. If you go online, you'll read many, many tributes to him. He was a wonderful doctor in mainly Oakland Hospital and maybe Wyandotte, but it's sad for that loss to his family, his friends, and patients. To Carol Hampton's family, she was the daughter of Helen and the late Bill Hampton, sister to Thomas, Gary, Mary Beth Murphy, Judith, Lori, James, and Tina. Survived by 18 nephews and nieces, many great nephews and nieces, and aunts and uncles and cousins. Carol was, I believe, the oldest of the family, and many of us know Mary Beth Murphy. Her husband was the late John Murphy. So condolences to the Hampton family on her death. Her funeral arrangements were at Molnar Funeral Home this past week, and a funeral mass was on Wednesday at St. Francis Cabrini Church. Brendan Brosnan has also died. Learned about his death this past Friday. Funeral services are pending, but want to extend condolences to his wife, Bridget, Betty, as we call her. And he was the cherished father of Brendan, Maureen, and the late Sean. Funeral arrangements are pending there. And of course, we laid to rest Tommy O'Halloran this past week. His condolences to his wife, Joan, and her children, Gary, Scott, and Karen Kavanaugh, and the 5 granddaughters, Kathleen, Erin, Megan, Elizabeth, and Anna. Tommy was from Kennedy, Offaly, Ireland. If you missed his funeral service, you can watch it from the L.J. Griffin Funeral Home. There is at the top, says under his obit for Thomas O'Halloran, View Funeral Webcast, where you can watch the beautiful mass and service that was for him. So with that, I see I have a friend here, and before we play music in regards to both Tommy O'Halloran and Bill Music from the Diggers, we'll have our friend Maureen Root, who is also the Palatine Woman of the Year for 2022. She is following in my footsteps in that regard. But how are you today, Maureen?
Oh, wonderful. And what a glorious day. And thank you so much, Kathleen, for coming out here and broadcasting live, and for all the broadcasts you do all year. Just, I know it meant so much to my parents, that, you know, to when they became older, to be able to listen and keep up with everything going on in the Irish community. And we all, my whole family, just loves listening to you.
Well, we enjoy your support as well. The Moriarty family is a great supporter of this program, as well as you and your husband.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So what kind of news do you have to share?
Well, we're very excited that the Detroit Tigers are going to again have the Irish Heritage Night. This year it's going to be on Friday, September 2nd. And the Irish festivities will start at 6 o'clock. Every ticket that's purchased through this program will include one mezzanine ticket and one Tigers Irish Heritage Night baseball hat. And it's really nice. You can see from this picture here. And it's green, of course, and it's got the Tiger logo on the front, and on the side is a shamrock. And they also make a $5 donation for every ticket bought through this package to the United Irish Societies to help defray the cost of the parade, as well as all their other charitable works that they do. What's really going to be neat this year, and they did it last year, was during the 7th inning stretch, after they're done singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," they're going to have the whole stadium sing "When Irish Eyes Are Smiling." And they're putting the words up on the big scoreboard, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Tickets are $32 each, and we're going to have Irish entertainment, the Irish dancers out on the field, and then a mini parade around the horn is what they call it at Comerica Park. So I hope you can join us.
And you know what? We will be sharing more of this in the coming months, all summer, but I know you want to be able to get the tickets in advance and know how many in one section and all that.
Yes.
So Maureen, we really appreciate that, and thank you for doing all these sports things.
Oh.
You have had some fun with the Lions, the Pistons, and now back to the Tigers in the fall.
And it was so neat. Like if you go into the gift shop at Comerica Park, the only ethnic group that's really represented there is the Irish. They have the Tiger Irish swag and paraphernalia. Also, they've given us the first pitch of the game, which is always fun. And those tickets, we're going to have a raffle to determine the winner. It's going to be held on the 28th of August at Dunleavy's Pub. The tickets are $5 each, or 5 for $20. So that's also a lot of fun. They make great grad presents, birthday presents, or upcoming Father's Day presents. So thank you, Kathleen,
Well, you're
for having
quite
me.
welcome, and thank you for stopping by.
Oh, thanks.
And you can share with us another Sunday as well, okay? All right, thanks. That's our friend Maureen Moriarty Root. Greatly appreciate that. All right, with that, we have one song that I selected for Tommy O'Halloran, being that he was from Offaly, and we did Songs of Home last week. This is the song Offaly, My Country, My Home. Oh, excuse me, My County, my typing error. County, My Home by John Hogan. I was waiting for Bruce to make sure he was on the ball and listening, always on track.
I already corrected it on the song itself. It had My Country, My Home, too.
And then we're going to follow up with the Diggers, who are sadly missing their friend Bill Music, and there is a funeral mass this coming Saturday at St. Anselm in Dearborn Heights, same place that Tommy O'Halloran was buried from. Song Dublin, Jack of All Trades, and this is remember.
I've traveled all over this county so grand, all on a bright summer's day. I've seen all the sights and the lovely delights as I stroll down the Offaly way. And sweet Cron Hill, so majestic and tall, as it reaches way up to the sky, with the wildflowers in bloom on that bright afternoon, I set praise to the heavens on high. And here's to the land where the sweet Shannon flows. Here's to the green, white and gold. And here's to the hurling and footballing men, all heroes, the brave and the bold. And here's to my true love, the girl of my dream, I'd like to take for my own. And we'd settle down in some neat little town, in Offaly, my county, my home. From Tullamore to Verband to the great Clonmacnoise, all on the warm summer glade, I lingered a while where the monks worked and toiled, where the high kings of Ireland are laid. From Banagher to Birr, the dear town that I love, all the way down to Shinroe, I heard the birds sing as the church bells did ring, in Offaly, my county, my home. And here's to the land where the sweet Shannon flows. Here's to the green, white and gold. And here's to the hurling and footballing men, all heroes, the brave and the bold. And here's to the land where the sweet Shannon flows. Here's to the green, white and gold. And here's to the hurling and footballing men, all heroes, the brave and the bold. And here's to the hurling and footballing men, all heroes, the brave and the bold.
I'm a roving jack of many's the trade, of every trade and all trades, and if you wish to know me name, well, they call me the jack of all trades. I'm a roving jack of many's the trade, of every trade and all trades, and if you wish to know me name, well, they call me the jack of all trades. Oh, I am a roving sporting blade, and they call me the jack of all trades. I always place my chief delight in a court of pretty fair plays. For when in Dublin I arrived to try for a situation, well, I always heard them say I was the pride of all the nation. And at George's Quay I first began, and there became a porter. Me and me master soon fell out, which cut me acquaintance shorter. In Sackville Street a pastry cook, in James Street a baker, in Cook Street I did muffins make, and in Eustace Street a preacher. I'm a roving jack of many's the trade, of every trade and all trades, and if you wish to know me name, well, they call me the jack of all trades. And in Bagot Street I drove a cab, and there was well requited, and Francis Street had lodging beds to entertain all strangers. For Dublin is of high renown, or I am much mistaken. In Cavan Street I do declare sold butter, eggs and bacon, and in Golden Lane I sold old shoes, in Neath Street was a grinder. In Barrack Street I lost my wife, and I'm glad I ne'er could find her. In Mary's Lane I dyed old clothes, of which I've often boasted, in that noted place like Exchequer Street sold mutton already roasted. I'm a roving jack of many's trade, of every trade and all trades, and if you wish to know me name, well, they call me the jack of all trades. I'm a roving jack of many's trade, of every trade and all trades, and if you wish to know me name, well, they call me the jack of all trades. And in Temple Bar I dressed old hats, in Thomas Street a sawyer, and in Pill Lane I sold a blade, and in Green Street an honest lawyer. In Plunkett Street I sold cast clothes, in Bride's Alley a broker, in Charles Street I had a shop, sold shovels, tongs and poker, and in Summerhill a coachmaker, and in Denzil Street a gilder, and in Cork Street a tanner, and in Brunswick Street a builder. In High Street I sold hosiery, in Patrick Street sold all blades. So if you wish to know me name, oh, they call me the jack of all trades. I'm a roving jack of many's the trade, of every trade and all trades. And if you wish to know me name, oh, they call me the jack of all trades. I'm a roving jack of many's the trade, of every trade and all trades. And if you wish to know me name, oh, they call me the jack of all trades.
There's one younger than her yet, so they have
All right, and with that, guess what? I have another guest here at Motor City Irish Festival. I love it. You get to see so many people and get to hear from so many. Right now it's our good friend John Carey. John, you're very involved with the Boxing Without Borders. Tell us a little bit of what's happening with your group.
Well, we have a pretty exciting day today, Kathleen. We just sent 7 fighters from the Detroit area and 2 coaches to Belfast. So they fly out today. We literally just left them about an hour ago. They're driving to Chicago, going to fly out of Chicago. And then they will fight this coming Thursday, the 16th. We're going to stream it live at 3 o'clock at Thomas McGee's, a bar in the Eastern Market. And there is a way, and if I find out more, I'll put it on our Facebook, how other people can stream it. Right now, Eric was able to hook it up and get it into the bar. So, but it will be 3 o'clock this Thursday, the 16th. And they're going to be fighting live out, and the streaming service will be live out of Belfast.
And are the 7 boxers that are going over, have they been there before, or have they boxed any of the ones from Ireland before?
They've never fought any of the fighters from Ireland, and none of them have ever been to Ireland. We have one coach that's returning, Coach Chad, who this will be his second trip as a coach. After his first trip there in 2016, he had so much fun, and Chad's not even Irish. He had so much fun, he went back to celebrate his 40th birthday there in Belfast. He went back, he made good friends with the coaches. So Chad's been back. This is his 4th trip back. He went twice as a coach and 2 times on a vacation, one to celebrate his 40th birthday out there.
Well, how about that? And you went over there and came back with a Galway girl.
Yes, I did. I sure did.
But
yes,
it was well planned in advance.
Yes,
wasn't
correct. It was.
Dear Maggie.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's been a great experience for us, and I can't thank you enough for helping us kick this whole program off the ground in 2016. None of us really knew what we were doing. And you've always been gracious enough to open your doors and get the kids in and interview them and help promote our event, which we'll be doing again in September. And we can't thank you enough, Kathleen, for helping us out.
Well, I really enjoy it, but that's what I was going to ask. They are coming back here, and will it be the same 7 boxers, or there will be more that will be boxing? And
well, we'll have more. They're bringing 13 fighters.
Oh, they're bringing 13?
Wow. in September.
Uh-huh.
I think it's because boxing is so popular in Belfast, more so than it was here. They're so passionate about it, and there's 50 gyms up in the Belfast area. 50? 50
wow.
gyms. So once they hear about the team coming here and they're trying to form it, they have no problem finding plenty of fighters to come here. But it's always the cost of getting them over here. So they've been very supportive there, and we can't thank the UIS and people like yourself helping us out to make this whole program happen. And it's been great, because now we have these kids from the city of Detroit that will be living with a Belfast family, and they're all looking forward to it, because they heard about the kids in 2016. They were hearing the stories, and a lot of them go, man, this is great, and it's been rewarding for us too, as organizers and coaches and trainers, to see these kids having this chance and seeing like, hey, this how the Europeans live, and this is just so much culture exchange going on. It's been a great experience for all the people involved.
Yeah, exactly. And I know a few years back when some of them came into the radio station, it was nice to see their impression of America, the Irish fellas, So is it Kronk Gym that you work out, or is there all
we
different
have
gyms?
7 different gyms.
Oh,
yeah,
7
so
here.
we do have a kid fighting out of the Kronk Gym, Michael Turner out of the Kronk Gym. And then we have kids out of Tony Harrison's gym. We got kids out of the Dynamic Gym. We've got a whole range. So we try to spread it out to as many kids as possible in the city of Detroit and then take them over there.
What a nice exchange. It's a wonderful program.
Yes,
so,
yep, thank you. Yeah, we are having fun. It is fun. Yeah, labor of love.
It is,
Yeah.
and yeah. So once again, those that would like to see it live streamed, go down to Tommy McGee's. And where exactly, which side of is it closer to Gratiot side? Or
Well,
is it,
his back door is Gratiot. and
That's
his,
what I thought.
Yeah, his front door is facing the
service
service
drive.
drive. Correct,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Right next to Central Market.
Okay, and if you find out more, you'll have it on Facebook, and you also call in and tell us the results next
I
Sunday.
sure will.
Or come down to the Gaelic League. We broadcast live from the league from 1 to 3 on Sunday.
Correct, yep.
Okay.
And I'll stop by and keep you posted about our September event.
Okay, excellent. We look forward to it.
Thanks again, Kathleen.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. Love to see you and talk to you. All right, with that, we have time for at least one more song before I wrap up this, all the things that are happening here at Motor City Irish Fest and throughout the week. But let's hear another great group, the Blackthorn. They are a local group, a very talented group with some of their members from Belfast, as we just heard about the Belfast Boxers. But they play at various venues, very talented, multi-instruments, with the Song for Ireland by Blackthorn.
Walking all the day near tall towers where falcons build their nest. Silver wing they fly, they know the call of freedom in their breast. Saw a black head against the sky with twisted rocks that run down to the sea. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea and sang a song for Ireland. Talking all the day with true friends who tried to make me stay, telling jokes and the news, singing songs to pass the night away. Stood on Dingle Beach and cast in wild foam and found Atlantic bass. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea and sang a song for Ireland. Drinking all the day in old pubs where fiddlers love to play. Someone touched a bow, he played a reel that seemed so grand and gay. Watch the Galway salmon run like silver dancing, darting in the sun. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea and sang a song for Ireland. Dreaming in the night, I saw a land where no man had to fight. Waking in your dawn, I saw you crying in the morning light. Lying where the falcons fly, they twist and turn all in your clear blue sky. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic sea and sang a song for Ireland, and sang a song for Ireland.
All right, it's been a full 2 hours of fun out here at the Motor City Irish Festival, which is located on Newburgh Road, to be just a little south of 8 Mile Road in Livonia. The fun goes on until 7 o'clock tonight. If you're anywhere in the area or looking for something to do, come on in and enjoy the festivities. They still have music on 2 stages. There's a cultural tent, there's a children's tent, and there's raffle drawing near the end of the evening. And a big hello to someone that I haven't seen in a while, and that is our good friend Jim Henderson. Jim, for many years, was sound technician at 𝐷𝐸𝐿 at the radio program, 690 AM. And Jim, nice to see you out here at the festival.
Good
Your first
afternoon,
time,
Kathleen.
right?
How have you been doing?
Good.
Good. Wanted to say belated, but always belated public congratulations on 25 years of Detroit Irish Radio, and may you have continue on for another happy, healthy 25 years.
Yes.
And this is a lot of fun out here at the Motor City Irish Fest. It's the first time I've been at one of these. I've always spent a lot of Sundays at the studio and stuff, so this is the first one out there. A lot of fun, and
now he knows what we're doing. Last year, when we were still at the AM radio, he was in the studio playing Dublin songs because we were out here and there was not
true.
quite
Yes.
yeah.
Or
it's,
similar to today, we're
yes.
not able to do a live broadcast.
Well, today we're all hooked up, but apparently there's still a little kink on what you're doing. So the moral of the story is, if you're one of those ones that don't know or can't get us, come back and listen. We always record the show and we post it, so you'll hear the live broadcast and you'll hear the many people that have come out today and talked to us and shared news, and certainly always listen to the music as well. So thanks, Jim, for stopping by.
Great seeing you.
We're going to be going out with as Grace had talked earlier, though there's someone from the Fooey's, and you know what? Talking about that, I never did mention the details that I told Brian I would. Dennis McKnight, you got 2 seconds to give us a big shout out. Dennis McKnight is the president of the Fraternal Order of United Irishmen, and he is also very much involved with the Palatine Fathers and the Fooey's golf outing coming up this Saturday. You want to share a few words?
Yes, the golf outing and buffet dinner. The golf outing.
No, you don't have to turn anything on. Just bring it up.
Okay. The annual golf outing and buffet dinner is at the Inkster Valley Golf Club this year. And it's 18 holes of golf plus your dinner, and it's $95 a golfer. And we still have room for more golfers, and we're looking forward to a big turnout.
And it's always a nice event, and it goes for a worthy cause, the Palatine Fathers. And so is there a number there, Dennis, that people can call for further information or to reserve their place to play?
Yes, there is. You can call 734-285-2966 or 313-382-4545.
Okay, very good. And any other quick, you've been helping at the bars, right?
All weekend.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all that you're doing. Sadly, we have to cut it short because we're running out of time here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad I got you in because we sure want to make sure we support the Fooey's. Yep, and the Palatine Fathers. With that, I want to say thanks to all of you for listening to Detroit Irish Radio at crbradio.com. This has been a fun, busy show today with our good friend Bruce Smith on the boards and myself doing a lot of the talking, and plenty of guests you'll hear more about next week. keep all that are in poor health in your prayers. I didn't get to that list today, but we all know that there's family members and friends and members of our community that are desperately in need of prayers. Please remember them. Also, a little reminder that Bill Music funeral service is this coming Saturday, 10:30 in state, 11 o'clock mass at St. Anselm Church in Dearborn Heights. Just got the notice. We're really running out of time. And condolences to Howard Kelly's family on his death today. We'll be telling more next week. Until next week, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Have a great week. 𝐶𝐞𝐭𝐫𝐲𝐢𝐭
Anthony, go ahead and everybody. Give me a nice round of applause. Anthony. Thank you.